Every story here has teeth, and once you hear it, it won't let go. These are the encounters people don't talk about in the daylight, but I'll share them with you here in the dark on my channel. What I'm about to tell you is a story that's going to shake you to your core. So stick around if you like scary things, spooky encounters, and mysteries while we dive into this story. Hey, my name's Meredith, and this is a new channel and I'm just getting started. So if you choose to stick around and listen, thank you. I promise that this will improve over time and I'm just getting started. But I wanted to start off by telling you what this channel is going to be about. I'm going to be talking about scary stories that have happened to me and other people, personal encounters. If you want to email me a personal encounter, I will set my email in my bio and you can email me. This very first story that I'm going to be telling you about came from a friend of mine. She emailed me her story and she said this has happened to her. I have not read this story yet, so this is going to be a first time for me and for you. We are going to be reading this story together for the first time. This will be my natural reaction, my real reaction. So what you see is what you get. And if you guys choose that you like this and you stick around for it, I'll continue to create more. I hope you guys stay. And let's read in the dark. Her email starts off, "Hey Meredith, this one's mine, and you know I don't scare easily, but there's one night I still wake up to," which says a lot for her. "I was house sitting for an old family friend, a big rambling place that always felt like a museum. The owner, Mr. Holloway, had one rule: never go to the cellar after midnight. Little theatrical, right?" I laughed. I told him I wasn't 5 and then promised. That just sounds kind of like the cliche horror movie. On the second night I was there, I heard it. Slow, patient scratching beneath the front door. Not nails on wood. It sounded like something turning old boxes, a measured rummaging. I checked the locks, walked every room, and even crept down the stairs with a lamp. But the cellar door was sealed and silent. I told myself it was a raccoon or the house settling. Around 2:13 a.m., the power blinked out. The whole house went brittle and thin. My phone showed 2% battery, and then the screen went black. The scratch started up again, right behind me this time, from the living room where I'd been sitting, and I swung the flashlight and the beam landed on a dust-matted portrait of Mr. Holloway's wife. Her painted eyes looked like they moved an inch. Don't portraits always do that? They always look like their eyes are following you. You know what I'm talking about? I rationalized, of course, until the light cut across the hallway and I found a trail. Tiny, damp footprints leading away from the portrait, across the rug, and then disappearing at the cellar door. Not paw prints. Like someone small and barefoot had walked through the dew. I couldn't force the lock open. The handle jiggled under my hand and then stopped, as if whatever had been outside had turned it from the other side. I heard breathing, not my breath, slow, deliberate, right against the wood. I pressed my ear to the door and felt it vibrate under a whisper, "Come down." I did what every rational person does not do. I stepped back. ran to the phone, found it dead, and then, because I was stupid brave, I pulled the cellar key from the hook. The lock gave with the sigh. The stairs folded down into a black that felt like velvet. The smell was old paper and wet clay. At the bottom in the flashlight smear was a small wooden rocking horse. Its eyes were wet with something like tears, and tucked behind it was a note in a hand written that matched the slant of a woman in the portrait. Thank you for coming. I spun around. The house was empty. The portrait upstairs had the same calm, unbothered smile. I left that night with the door open, the house hollow, and the certainty that some requests in old houses are never really polite. They're invitations. When I checked the security footage the next morning, because yes, I did that, there was a single frame of the cellar door half open. And in the doorway, a shadow no taller than 2 feet, all edges and damp, stepping backwards, as if it had been waiting for someone to accept the invitation. The most unsettling part, the rocking horse was not in the footage. It appears in the footage only in the last frame, appearing as if it was placed there after the camera blinked. And that's where the story ends, or at least where they stopped telling it. What do you guys think? Was it something paranormal, or was it a bad dream that turned into a little bit of reality? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I would love to hear your theories, and if you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Until then, keep your lights low and your doors locked.